Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So, I wanted to further our discussion today regarding relationships. And I know during this time of pandemic, we had a lull in relationships that were face to face, and our kiddos have had to spend a great deal of time connecting with others via Zoom when possible. Definitely not during the schools session. And for those who were able to build relationships even throughout this time, I commend you, and that's wonderful. But for a lot of our young people, that wasn't really the case. And now more than ever, it is important that we help our young people forge new relationships and continue to build upon those that they already have in existence. What's happened is for our youngest of young people, some really missed that kindergarten experience last year, right? And they may be going into first grade, and then we have new kindergartners coming in, and what their experience looks like is very different from an experience that I had, or a teenager has had when they were at that age. So we have a lot of diversity of how people experience relationship building. So now more than ever, it is imperative that we look at what that impact is and how can we solidify relationships going forward, because it is extremely important for the social emotional development of our young people, but it also helps build the foundation for developing relationships that are more lifelong, and also understanding how those relationships play out in not just in school. When I say lifelong, I'm not saying that your kindergarten friend is going to be your friend forever, but what I'm saying is regardless of the age, helping build relationships and building them off of solid foundations from very early on helps our young people understand the dynamics of interaction with others, what that looks like, what's acceptable, what's not just about social norms, but just individual norms. Because what we may think is a societal norm, when we go into different cultures, those norms change. And so having our young people be fluent in being able to diversify the populations in which they interact and to cross-culturally pollinate themselves, so to speak, with more global collaborations and programs similar to the ones we create, but also those that are out there in existence, affords our young people the opportunity to understand what it means to pace a conversation, develop a give and take in conversation, understand what it means to truly collaborate. Okay, we're going to work on this project together. What does that project look like? How do we map it out? How do we divvy up who works on what and who brings what to the table? How do we recognize our own strengths and play off of those strengths, so that as we're building and connecting, that those things are utilized, those talents and gifts are utilized to help the collective project succeed. And so I spend a lot of time interacting and engaging with others through my marketing efforts. And I think I share a lot with you all about my marketing efforts via Clubhouse, because Clubhouse is an opportunity for me to speak and communicate with people in, firsthand, live, and really make deep connections, right? If you're talking to someone every day for 6 months, your relationship is very different than a person that you talk to sometimes, right? It's just like when you go to school and you have the kids that you go to school with every day, your relationships tend to be different. And so as we move into a more globalized economy, and we have the opportunities to interact on a near daily basis with young people across the globe, what does that look like? I would love for you to ask your children, what if they could meet a new friend and forge a new relationship, what would that look like for them? What would be the ideal scenario for them in developing this new relationship, and what would they like to contribute, and what would they like to get out of it? These are all like I'm asking these questions because I think it's beautiful to even give them the opportunity to think, oh, there's a possibility that I can meet a new friend from Ireland, or meet a new friend from Tanzania, or meet a new friend from India, or whatever. And what would that look like? And how could they, work together to build something or create something that might impact the world in a very positive way? And so for me, I know that's what it's like for me when I go and I step into a room on a global application. And at any point, I could be literally speaking into dozens of countries across the globe all at the same time. And how dynamic that feels, how engaging and interactive and beautiful and building and developing continuity and all of that, all within a matter of moments, just stepping into a room, stepping on a stage, and being able to communicate thoughts and share like ideas that are not where we're at odds, and what that looks like, and how do we resolve those things. And having that for our young people just opens them up in a way that when we were young people, when we were much younger, it didn't really happen for us. And as a result, the way we interact and engage with the world is very, very different. So it's time for us to kind of separate ourselves from our norms and start ushering our young people into the new norms of what relationships look like, how deep they go, what the diversity of them, and diversity of numbers, diversity of cultures, and what that looks like. And so I just wanted to share that again today because it's a very important. I speak about collaboration over competition all the time, because it's important that we shift the dynamic, not even in just our children's heads, but in our own heads, on how can we be more collaborative in our efforts as we move forward in business and in life, and understanding what the positive ramifications of that, of those adjustments are. And so I will be back again with you tomorrow. I appreciate all of you who come in and comment and engage with us, and definitely ask your kiddos, what would it look like? What would it feel like? How would they contribute? And what would they want to receive on the other end of potentially collaborating with kids across the globe, across the country even? Not just your local school. What would it look like to be a young person growing up in Maine and having communications with children in Alabama and Arkansas or California, and how, what their visions would be, because there's a creative element to that as well, so that you can start that dialogue with your young people and help them understand what it means to truly forge relationships and collaboration. And with that, I say bye-bye. I will tune in with you again tomorrow. And we're literally there with the summit. I have to say that before I go. I am so excited. I think I've been excited from the very beginning. But we are there. We had to make sure that it connected with everyone. We wanted to make sure that we built that initial bond and relationship as we were putting everything together, so that everyone got it and could understand what we were trying to do here, which is transform the lives of kiddos, and to do so and help parents really understand the importance of finding every opportunity to connect with those who are committed to impacting the lives of young people. So I'm really excited about it. And when I say launch, want to make sure it's clear, we just launch our marketing. The actual event goes live in July because it's our building it up for everybody to be able to participate, so that we know how many people are going to come in, and we're just going to do some amazing things. So when the Boundless Kiddo website is live, I want you to be there first and foremost to sign up and enjoy the opportunity to learn and gain insights from some tremendous speakers from across the globe. 3 continents, I believe we're at, and we're still building. And so with that, I say toodles. Check in with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.